Eurovision greetings, welcome back to my channel. So as I mentioned before, we are dealing and struggling, all us Eurovision fans, with what is called the post-Eurovision depression. But it doesn't have to be like that. We can still talk about Eurovision. There's plenty of content of this year and of course of previous years. So why shouldn't we be happy by the fact that Eurovision has so much history? And let's focus on that rather than we still have almost a year to go until the next Eurovision edition starts. So, without any further ado, I'm here to talk about the Eurovision final. There was many stuff happening, but I would like to go stage by stage, talking a little bit about the running order. Then I will put a recap video of all the songs that performed in this Eurovision Grand Final. And I will give my short and brief opinion about each one of them and my ranking of the night, which means the score I gave to each one of them in the 13th of May. So let's start. Yeah, as I said, talking briefly about the running order and talking about my country, Portugal, I was devastated when Mimi Cat just removed the first half position. I was like, no, we are screwed. But on the other hand, I thought maybe the EBU will put us somewhere around 10th, 12th, even though I knew there were favorites there like Finland, Sweden, Spain, even France or Italy. So it was a really terrible situation to be in. And then the production decided to put us performing second. So that's the death slot. And honestly, when I discovered that, I was so angry and sad at the same time, because I was predicting that Mimi Cat would not finish in a high position. And yeah, I was right. Unfortunately, I was right. 23rd position. Like, what the hell were Europe, Australia, and the rest of the world thinking? Come on, she was amazing. Amazing. Now, talking about also in the first half, yeah, as I said, the big favorites were there. The EBU tried to separate them as much as possible, like Sweden performing 9th and Finland 13th. So they pushed Finland as much as they could to the end of the first half. Italy, there in the middle, 11th. We had also one of the favorites, Spain, performing 6th. That hurt them. Also, it hurt Malta before in 2021 with Destiny, if you remember. And yeah, I mean, also Spain performing right before Sweden. It was not something that would help them. And yeah, even the song, for me, you know, it wasn't one of my favorites. At all. And even in the first half, we had Austria opening the show. So yeah, putting Austria and Portugal, two up-tempo beats one after the other. And then they put Italy and Estonia, two ballads one right after the other. That was kind of strange, I must admit. So definitely I would have changed it with Estonia or Italy. That would have been me, but you know, Italy was better in the odds than Portugal, so the producers just decided what they thought would be the best. But I think they failed. So in the second half, Czech Republic opened it right after Finland. Is never a good position to be in because they were the big favorites. But yeah, I mean, not happy to see Australia second to perform in the second half. But then, yeah, I mean, we had some of the favorites right at the end, like Norway, even Israel. So happy for them. And yeah, I mean, yeah, I think the first half had the strongest songs. So that was it about the running order. Of course, I know that the organizers try to decide the best for the show. But yeah, sometimes we fans struggle to understand their decision, right? But that's Eurovision. So now it's time to talk about each one of the songs of the final, and I'll put a recap video and I will give you my brief opinion about each one of them, how it went in the night of the final, and my honest score of that night. You know, I might have changed opinion, but for now my opinion stays practically the same as before. But that's it. Let's go react and review. So as I said before, Austria opened the show. I think it was a the right song probably to open it, but I just felt the lack of energy when it comes to the video clip, because it showed some dance moves that were great, but vocally they managed to do it. I give it 7 points. It was an okay entry for me. Okay, Portugal. I mean, come on. I just love this entry. I know I'm from Portugal, but I'm obsessed with her, and I cannot be impartial here. There's no chance. I think she was stolen. She was robbed. She was great. Vocally, stage amazing, 10 points. Then Switzerland. Yeah, I think vocally he managed to give us a great performance. The song was okay, good. I gave it 7.5. Now Poland, I think we all thought she would do much worse vocally. She was quite decent. I think there was a lot happening on stage, sometimes too much, but I quite enjoyed it. 7 points to Poland. Now Serbia, I think he was better here than in the semi-final. I still think there was something missing from the national final performance, but still another 7 points. Now France, I was hoping for best. Vocally, it was not that great, but I can say to you that on the second half of the song, she got much better, and I still felt that French energy vibing going on, and I also gave her 7 points. It seems like a safe score to me. Now Cyprus, another one that got better from the semi-final. I love this song, it's in my top 5, and I felt his energy, and I think he was there with the track, you know. The voice, it's not the best one, but quite good. I give it 8 points. Now Spain, not my cup of tea, never was. I don't think it will ever be. The televoters were with me. I still think that she has a good voice. That's why I gave it 6 points. Now Sweden. You know what? It wasn't her best performance. I just felt that vocally it was a little bit shaky here and there, but it's Loreen. I mean, the quality is always high with her, and I got goosebumps because she's amazing. 7.5. And a great performance. Albania, I mean, in my bottom as a top, but I gotta give it to her. The live performance was rather okay. I think they did it quite good. So 6.5. Still not one of the best songs for me. Now Italy. I love this guy, I love this song back in 2013. You know what I love the most? I think that the vocals were outstanding, and I felt his heart on stage. That's what I loved about it. I'm just not sure about what is happening behind him. The jumps kind of distracted me from him. Gave him 8 points. Also 8 points to this lady. What a great live performance, voice. It seems like you don't need too much to do something great. Well done, Estonia. Loved it. And she was beautiful with that blue outfit. The big favorites. Great performance, great overall. He had an obstacle and he just went through it with the box thing. It was okay. His voice could have been a little bit better at the end, but amazing, just amazing. The atmosphere, the crowd, you could just hear it. 9 points. So Czechia, I think that the live performance was better than what I expected, but there's still something missing from them. I just don't know. Sometimes the performance for me was off, sometimes was great. 6.5. Australia, just love them. I just love them. In my top 5 before the live shows, and they are probably there again because, you know what I mean? Amazing voices. I just don't know what happened with the votes. I give it 9.5. Performance, voice, band, Chemistry, amazing. Belgium, now that's one of the cases I never thought he would do so well. The song for me is okay. I just thought he would end in the bottom 5. I was so wrong. Congratulations to Gustav. As for the ranking, I gave it 6.5. Armina, great surprise. Loved the live performance and loved her. I think she was with the right energy on stage. 8.5. Just loved it. Really mesmerizing. And great long hair. Yeah. Moldova, a fan favorite, but not that much for me. I gave it 7 points because I thought it was a solid performance, and Pasha knows how to perform. I understand what was going on stage, but for me, it just okay, you know. Ukraine, another 7 points. The vocals were not the best, but I really was digging what they did with the screens and the live performance overall. And good song. Now Norway. Great. Alessandra is amazing. And I think that she was a little bit nervous. I think my favorite was her national final performance. But still, great. Vocals, a little bit shaky here and there. 7.5. Now Germany. Oh my god, they were amazing. I just am... as time goes by, I love rock and roll more and more at Eurovision. And I think they were great. 9 points. That's how you do a performance and put on a show. What happened to them in the votes? Lithuania, now this was really moving and touching, you know. I just felt her and the message they were trying to convey. 8.5. She's a great singer, great voice. Well done. Now Israel. Okay, I can understand that visually the performance was just amazing, and you know, we could feel that she can dance, but her voice was better than in the semifinals, but still something off here and there. Her solo dance break was great, so combined 7.5. Now this, I just love them to bits. I mean, Slovenia, come on. Joker out, great energy, great chemistry, great voice. They were also sensual on stage. I just love this, really. 10 points. And the fact that it was sang in Slovenian, oh my god. Croatia, no. I'm glad many people have the same opinion as I do. I just felt this was totally unfair to qualify. 1 point. Yeah, it divides people's opinions. For me, it's just, I don't like it at all. 1 point. That's rough, but yeah, totally unnecessary. And second to last to finish the show, I mean, come on. And the United Kingdom, the vocals were not great. I gave, well, I will try to be as nice as possible because I feel that the song is great and the performance was good. The energy was there, but yeah, at the end of the day, I just feel that the vocals were not that great. Still, because this song was in my top 10, I'll give it 6 points. And that's being quite gentle. So those were my reviews about this year's final of the Eurovision Song Contest. Talking about the jury and public results, we started off with the jury results, and I will talk firstly about them. Yeah, I mean, there was no surprise here, I think, when it comes to the winners. Sweden had the most points from the jury, so I don't think there's any surprises here. Finland being fourth, it's also another one that doesn't surprise me that much, because I thought that the juries would like Kadia, but not that much to give him first or even second place. Maybe second could be possible, and it was close enough to do so, but not to win. So about the top 10s for the juries, my biggest surprise here is Belgium being 7th. I was like, wow. Estonia being 5th. I was surprised, but here a good surprise because I love this Estonian entry, so I was really happy. Going down again, Portugal 18th. What the hell? Come on, you had no mercy for Mimicat. The running order killed her chances with the televotes, but also here I think with the juries didn't do her any favor. Norway always being so underestimated by juries, like 17th to that song was not appropriated. Also Slovenian 18th place. Come on, those guys are amazing and they did such a great job. So I was really angry by what the juries did with Slovenia. Also surprised with Moldova because, some countries here, like from Norway to Moldova was always also a favorite, and I thought it would do better with the televoters, and they did actually, but even the juries kind of put them down, so I was surprised. Going back a little bit, what is France doing in the 16th place? I thought they would do much better with the juries, so I was kind of surprised with that, even though I was not the biggest fan of the performance overall, but still. And yeah, Croatia being second to last, that was fair, even if I think 11 points was too much. And last place for Germany. Come on, was it necessary? They were great, I think. Come on. Now going on to the televote, going from the bottom to the top. Spain with 5 points. That was rough. Like 3 points from Portugal and 2 from the rest of the world. Just shows how much the Spanish song is just for little parts of the televoters, it just doesn't do for the whole Europe, I think. Germany third to last and United Kingdom second to last, so 3 of the big 5 just not doing great here. And Portugal just following, 16 points, and Austria, like they were Austria first and Portugal second to perform, and they finished with the same televoters points. So it just comes to prove that those that start tonight don't end great overall, usually. Then, Australia not convincing the televoting, but convinced the jury, so I was happy for that. Then, Wales, France, mid-table there, also with Armenia. Belgium, 12th. That was also another one that I was not expecting to do that high. And then, just talking about the top 10 of the televoters, Albania being 10th. It was really close, though, from Albania to, I'd say, Slovenia, so it was a close call between all those countries. And then, Poland being great with the televoters, that didn't shock me at all, because Poland usually does so. And then Croatia, come on, 7th place. What were people thinking? Come on. Then Italy, really close to the top 5. The top 5 being Israel, Ukraine just think, once again, it's because of the actual situation, the current situation. The song was good, but I don't think it was that good to be 4th with the televoters. Then the top 3 with the Nordic countries: Norway 3rd, Sweden 2nd, and Finland 1st. I predicted that this would happen, especially for the top 2, and I think it was totally deserved, especially for Finland. With the votes combined, the winner was Finland. No, it was Sweden, for everyone's disappointment, I think. Sweden won. Not everyone's disappointment, but I'd say the big majority. And if you could hear the crowd in the arena over there in Liverpool, they were so for Finland. The screams, the reaction overall was just for Katja. But I think I'm still happy for what Sweden brought. I think that it was a great performance overall, even if I preferred her national final performance and even the semi-final. I think that she was a little bit tired vocally, but Sweden was in my top 10. It probably still is of this year's competition. I would have picked different winners like Portugal, Slovenia, Australia, but even Finland was amazing. It's probably my top 5. So yeah, but at the end of the day, you know, if it is 50-50% for juries and televotes, then I think that Sweden was the most consensual song. So I think it would always win, because I think that the juries respect her more than the Finnish entry. Now, also briefly, what to expect from next year, because we do go to Sweden next year. I was happy for that because, you know, I just love Pietra Mede and Måns Zelmerlöw. And people are already talking about, will they host again, especially Pietra? I would be such a crazy fan if that would happen, because I love both of them. And the 2013 edition when she hosted alone, and the 2016 edition when she hosted with Måns, they were probably my favorite when it comes to hosting, because I just love them and I think they have great chemistry. And even Petra alone, she's just amazing and adorable. She's funny. She speaks English very fluently. She just has that X factor for hosting. So I would love to see her coming back, even Måns. But even if it doesn't happen, I will be sad though. I just want to highlight that Sweden always knows how to organize a show. So I just feel that everyone can be totally calm and secure that they will give us a great show, because I think that Sweden is one of the most prepared countries for Eurovision. Look at their national final. The Melodifestivalen is always so endearing and passionate with the songs they have, the kind of effort they put on the show. So yeah, all great things to say about Sweden. One thing I hope though is that I hope Portugal doesn't withdraw from the competition, because the last 3 times Sweden organized, in 2000, 2013 and 2016, we didn't participate. So I hope that we come back, even if in 2000 it was because we did have a poor result in 1999, which resulted in us leaving the show in 2000. But in 2013 and in 16, it was our own choice to step aside. And I hope we won't do that next year, because we must be in Sweden. Okay, guys, this was a long video, so I think that's it for this one. But I will come back bringing more Eurovision content, probably about different years. I will go back in time and try to tell you probably my favorites or editions that moved me the most. So I hope you also come back with me for another reactions video. And I hope you enjoyed all this 2023, oh my god, 2023 atmosphere about all this sum up that I did over the last few videos. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you come back. So until then, just like, subscribe, comment, okay, and share with all the friends you have that might enjoy Eurovision as much as I do. Friends and family, of course. That's it, and I will see you guys on the next video. Until then, stay safe and come back with me. Bye!